Really a dream come true, actually. I mean, it's so surreal. It's very dreamlike. I mean, it's really incredible, and I mean, I'm so honored and so blessed to have been given the opportunity, and I'm really happy. Well, I came in at the very tail end of the whole auditioning process. I was put on tape the first week in January, and I got a call back 2 days later to read with the casting director, Ellen Chenoweth, and then they told us at that point it would be a month if we were to hear anything at all. And 5 weeks later, I got called in to read for the Coen Brothers. And during that 5 weeks, I was working on the material, not knowing if I was going to get a call or not, just being prepared if the time were to come. And it did, and I was prepared and ready, and I was really excited. I actually read with Jeff Bridges, Barry Pepper, and Matthew Dakins, who plays Earl Stonehill. So, I mean, it was pretty cool for an audition. Back in that, time era, women were very dismissed, and especially young women. And I think that, she's not your typical 14-year-old girl then, because she actually, does stuff that, no 14-year-old girl would do, and that is stand up to these guys and hold her own, and really don't not back down. And being a girl, a young woman, does not affect her. You know what I mean? Like, that's not going to get her down. That's not going to stop her. And I mean, now I think it has the same thing to do with it now. The film is about this girl, Maddie Ross, whose father is shot in cold blood, and she hires a marshal, who's played by Jeff Bridges, to find the killer of her father. And along the way, a Texas Ranger comes along who kind of is, in the search for the same thing, but for a different purpose. And so it's kind of, all of the, love-hate relationships, and kind of, it's kind of, and I think what's so amazing about the story is that not only is it, you think of a Western and you think of, guns and horses and cowboys and all the gruesome stuff, which it definitely has. That is the whole True Grit part of it. But I think it's really about the relationships between this girl and the different guys, and how she's looking for a father. She's looking for her father as well as looking for a father figure in these guys. And so I think that's kind of what's interesting about it. He brings a little bit of the dude. He brings some True Grit. And, I mean, honestly, just, it's kind of cool because, he's so, it's funny because, we'll be filming and he'll be so in character and doing, so amazing. And then they call cut and we have like a 15-minute break. He'll just flip his eye patch up and it'll be Jeff again. So, I mean, it's really cool to watch the way he works. And with Matt, I think he definitely brought humor to the role. I really think that, he really hit those, those beats of the comedic timing there, and I think, that's what kind of lightens up the mood with his character. First that comes to mind, I mean, they were all, of course, a blast, but the scene where Maddie wakes up in the bedroom and Mr. LaBeef is there, that scene, that was, Matt and I couldn't get through that. It was like take 3, and we're like, okay, we need to be serious now and stop laughing. So that was kind of fun because we couldn't get through that without laughing. But other than that, everything was fun. True Grit is never taking a step back, staying grounded, don't ever retreat, don't even take a step to the side, only take a step forward. And I think that's what, Maddie especially kind of carries to this whole film, is you never see her back down or back out of anything. And that's what it's all about, is perseverance. And, you get knocked down, you get right back up again. And just, having a drive and really being driven. I actually had my dad take me to a shooting range before we went on location, because that was something that I wanted to make sure I had a clue of what I was doing. And so we went with a friend of ours who's an LAPD officer, and he kind of told me everything I needed to know about that. And then with the horseback riding, I used to ride a couple years ago, so kind of, getting back in the mode of that was just kind of, everything kind of came back to me when we started up again. But I did have 2 weeks of riding lessons before we started filming, and yeah, that's pretty much it.